Economic living of the ancient Filipinos. Introduction. It is said that the Philippines has always been rich. This can be seen in the type of livelihood our ancestors had. The type of occupation they have in the archipelago is encroaching on the natural resources. Economic living of ancient Filipinos. The Philippine archipelago is rich in natural resources. Its environment contains various landforms and water bodies that provide sustenance to its inhabitants. The ancient Filipinos learned to adapt to their environment, where they learned to find a way to supply their needs from their environment. Livelihood generated by type of community, lives in the flat, agricultural community. Living near the sea and bodies of water, fishing community. Lives in the mountains, gas and mining. Fishing. The insularity of the Philippines was also beneficial for the ancient Filipinos. Because of the archipelago, fishing also became their main livelihood. Nets, banquet, and poison are their main fishing tools. Insular refers to the water surrounding a country. Farming. Before the end of the New Stone Age, the ancient Filipinos started farming. Farming is one of their main livelihoods. They grow corn, rice, coconuts, hemp, sugar cane, and bananas, as well as vegetables and fruit trees. There are two types of farming: wildfire. Watering. Wildfire. The wildfire or clearing is done on the hill. It is also the burning of parts of the mountains so that they can be planted with crops. This is also a method of burning and cutting trees and plants. Watering. In the irrigation method, farmers use irrigation. Rice was the main crop of the ancient Filipinos, as well as hemp, bananas, sweet potatoes, cotton, coconuts, and tree fruits. The big trees in the forest were also taken advantage of by our ancestors. They used it to make houses and other wooden tools. Mining. Mining was another economic activity in ancient times. Gold was the main mining of the ancient Filipinos. In the Visayas, for example, placer mining or stream mining is carried out using wooden pans and wooden tubs, according to American historian William Henry Scott. Animal husbandry. The ancient Filipinos also kept animals. They raised pigs, buffaloes, chickens, and goats. According to Filipino historian Teodoro Agoncillo, the ancient Filipinos may have also raised elephants. Industrials. Other industries in ancient times: pottery, weaving, boat building. Pottery. Women make pottery using the so-called anvil and paddle technique, or using sticks to shape the clay. It is exposed to the sun or cooked or smoked without using an oven or kiln. Pottery products: pot, for cooking, container of bones of the deceased, food storage. Balanga, pan, for frying, jar, water container, dulang, a large plate. Weaving. Wooden looms are used in weaving various fabrics such as sinamalam from hemp and called madrink from banana or abaca based on other fabrics. Boat building. Among the different boats that were made back then were balangay, carasoa, bayari, vinta, and parao. The wood that is usually used for this is lacquer because it is durable. Tillage. Tillage is digging or making a hole in the soil. Hunting. Hunting is the killing or trapping of any animal, or following or tracking it with the intention of doing so. Land ownership. There is a policy on land ownership. There are lands reserved for the benefit of the gentry or datu families. The concept of land ownership is different in the ancient Filipino society and today. In ancient Filipinos, land ownership was related to the right to use land. The benefit or use for the benefit of the members of the barangay. To let the farmers know that they own or use the land, they mark it like burying a piece of wood. Communal. This is not the only beneficiary. Communal system, farm lands can be used by members of the barangay. Trading. Trade is a voluntary exchange of goods, services with another country. The trade of our ancestors grew and expanded. The trade of our ancestors took a long time. Barter, exchange of goods. It is also a trading system. The excess of their needs they learned to exchange for different products of other communities. This was the beginning of trading. To do this between other barangays later in time in neighboring areas in South, East Asia. Eventually they used gold and conch as money, and they also had weights and measures for estimating clothing and commodity prices. Soon, the system of trading with money was established. Influences of China. The Philippines and China began trading with each other in 900 to 1400. The Chinese were, eyes narrow, has a clear skin, dark hair. The foods that influence us are, sayapeo, tofu, teho, spring roll, baihan noodles, canton noodles, mami, okoy, miswa, siamai, chop suey, porridge, lomi, hopia, gotu, kikiam. The clothes that have influenced us are silk or silk fabrics, slippers, black clothes, clogs, jewelry. We also learn to use umbrella, key, porcelain equipment, make fireworks. Also learn to play sungka, madyong, flying a kite. Words we got from the Chinese are sunki, bimpo, bakya, hika, huzi, lala, suzi, torch, haya, selen, switik, palang, suya, specific, hawk, sab-sab, tanso, katie, wholesale, suki, hughing, sister, dits, diko, snace, sanko, inkong, kuya, aunt, uncle, and others. The customs we are taught are yellow clothes for royalty, blue clothes for the common man, white clothes for the mourner, respect. Influences of Arabs. It is the 9th century that Filipinos and Arabs have traded. It was the 10th century that Sulu and Mindanao became the center of Muslim trade. They are runny nose, thick eyebrows, the eyes are large and round, tall, strong, reddish complexion. The Arabs were trading when they came to Mindanao. As time went on, the Arab missionaries came to introduce the Islamic faith. Karim ul-Maktoum is known to have brought Islam to the country. In Sulu he taught the doctrine of Muhammad. Those who followed him were Raja Bajinda, Abu Bakr, and Sharif Kabungsawan. Other Arabic influences can be seen in words and methods of counting. Another influence of the Arabs on us is the establishment of the Sultanate government. The Arabs taught the use of the Arabic alphabet. We are influenced by the Arabs in the pilgrimage to Mecca. We were influenced by the Arabs in the use of explosive weapons. We also learned to use a calendar. The Arabs introduced us to the ceramic design. One of their greatest influences was the spread of the Islamic religion. The Arabs introduced us to the Singkil dance. Influences of Indian. Indian and Filipino trade is not a direct trade. They are dark skin, thick lips, black lips, deep eyes, round the eyes, runny nose, black nose, straight hair. We learn from them to use Sanskrit words, fairy, bathalam, poem, king, wife, vinegar, face, part, maiden, raja, and many others. The custom of hanging flowers on the stems. Literature Indarapatra and Salaman. Spread of Hinduism religion. Pilancito, this is the name given to the engraved gold coins used by the ancient Filipinos in trade. It is considered as one of the first currencies of the Philippines. Thank you.